If you spend as much money and time as I do on being natural blonde, I bet you have heard about Olaplex. And after you looked at the prices, you have wondered, is it really worth your money? Well, lucky for you, I'm here to answer this question, because not only can I look back on 4 years of trying Olaplex treatments myself, but I can also explain the science behind the claims. Hi, I'm Dr. Anne. I'm a medical doctor with a passion for skincare that works. On this channel we explore the science behind skin and hair this time, and do quick reviews so you learn to pick exactly those products that work for your individual skin concern. If this is something you're interested in, please consider subscribing and ring the notification bell. After I showed these 3 items in one of my low buy updates, I got a ton of questions about Olaplex. So let's dive into that topic and hear first what Olaplex has to say. Our patented active chemistry works on a molecular level to repair damaged and broken bonds in the hair that are caused by chemical, thermal and mechanical damage. You can use Olaplex to restore damaged and compromised hair, or add to another service to provide the ultimate breakage insurance. If you're not familiar with the brand, Olaplex is available both as in-salon treatments and for at-home treatments. The brand started in 2014 with 3 items. Number 1, also called Bond Multiplier, which is added to bleach when you do bleach your hair in the salon. Number 2, Bond Perfector, which is used after you rinsed out the bleach, again in salon. And then the only at-home treatment they had back then, number 3, the Hair Perfector, which is supposed to be a pre-wash treatment for in-between coloring appointments. The at-home line has been expanded quite a lot over the last few years. They added number 4 and number 5, a shampoo and conditioner, to their line, then added number 6, which is a styling cream, and pretty recently added number 7, which is a hair oil that also offers heat protection. I have not tried number 6 and number 7, so I can only talk about in-salon treatments and 3, 4, 5 here. All of the different products claim to do the same thing, which is repair broken Disulfid bonds and thus repair damaged hair. And to understand how that bond repair actually is supposed to work, we have to take just a little look at hair and hair structure. You all know that hair is mainly made up of protein, and the main kind of protein that is present in hair is keratin. Like all proteins, keratin is made up of different linked amino acids, and one of the amino acids that is pretty common in keratin is cysteine. This cysteine has sulfur atoms, and these sulfur atoms have the tendency to link between each other, which means if you have keratin here and keratin there and the sulfur atoms face each other, they grab each other, they hold hand and form a bond, which stabilizes the different keratin molecules, and that makes the hair structure. So if your hair is curly or wavy, the structure of your hair is mainly dependent on how the sulfur atoms bind in your hair, and it gives your hair stability, it makes it healthy and resilient. What now happens when you bleach your hair is that you apply bleach, which contains hydrogen peroxide, which is supposed to break down the melanin. But the bleach is pretty reactive. It does not only break down the melanin, but it attacks everything that is inside. It also attacks the Disulfid bonds, so it breaks them, which is not that great, but they could form again. But as bleach or hydrogen peroxide is so reactive, it caps off the sulfur atom. So there is no way that there is going to be another connection between these two. There is a permanent breakage on this part of your keratin molecules and this part of your hair, which means your hair is damaged, it's weaker, it's prone to really breaking off. What Olaplex now does is that it contains an active ingredient called bisaminopropyl diglycol dimaleate, and that nifty little ingredient is even more reactive than hydrogen peroxide. So it doesn't attack others, but once the Disulfid bond is broken, it binds to the sulfur atoms quicker than the hydrogen peroxide can. And it doesn't only grab one sulfur atom, but it grabs 2. One on the left, one on the right. So it basically repairs the bond between the 2 sulfur atoms by inserting itself in between, which means there is no longer a broken bond, but the bond is reformed and your hair is stable again. Of course, these broken Disulfid bonds don't only occur through bleaching, but through thermal damage, which means hairstyling, through mechanical damage, which means friction. If you rub your hair or you pull your hair and you always have it at the same point in a high ponytail, there's tension on your hair, and these broken Disulfid bonds can be repaired by the Olaplex molecule no matter what the cause is, which is why Olaplex is not only available as in-salon treatment to add to bleach when coloring your hair, but it's also available as reparative treatments. But because the Olaplex molecule is going to wash out over time, there are at-home treatments for the upkeep. Let's look at the difference in the different Olaplex products. All of them contain the same active ingredient, but the concentration is different. The concentration in salon treatments is higher than the one in the at-home treatments, which kind of makes sense because this is where the damage happens and you need a lot of them, and the at-home treatments are more used for upkeep, repairing the day-to-day damage that occurs. And the difference between these three is mainly in the way they work. As I said before, the number 3 is supposed to be a pre-wash treatment, which means when you decide to wash your hair, you wet your hair, you apply this one like you would a hair mask, you let it sit for 20 minutes, then you go into the bathroom and shower and wash your hair, shampoo and condition as you usually would. And this is my main problem with this one because I'm really busy. Whenever I see an opportunity to wash my hair, I jump at it. I don't have the time to sit around 20 minutes with wet hair and the pre-wash treatment soaking in. Though I admit I tried, I did not use it as regularly as I should have. So when Olaplex came out with number 4 and number 5, I was really excited, purchased both, and after using them for several weeks, I really enjoy them. It's a nice shampoo and nice conditioner, but if your hair is similar to mine, which is, really fine and easily weighed down, these are really nourishing. So they have a tendency to weigh down my hair. So what I'm doing at the moment is I use them every other wash and try to use this one whenever possible before a regular wash. And when I go to the salon for a really overdue root touch up, then I'm going to get the in-salon treatment with number 1 and number 2. So if you ask me if Olaplex is worth your money because it is pretty expensive, well, I think yes, if you have hair that is prone to breakage, if you have damaged hair, or if you want to lighten your hair several colors. So if you have dark hair and want to go pastel shades, so you need to bleach it and then color it again, I think Olaplex is a lifesaver. If, like me, your hair is so fine that it breaks easily and you want to keep up that natural sun-kissed look, even though you don't really see the sun because you spend the whole day in the office, then yes, it is worth your money. If your hair is healthy, you haven't colored it, you don't really hairstyle it, well, there's not much damage to your hair, you shouldn't really bother. Please tell me in the comments below if you have any experience with Olaplex yourself, if you recommend it, if you have something that you want to add. I'm going to link to a few other videos, no hair videos, because that's not usually my topic, on the screen here, and I'm going to see you all very soon with another one. Bye!